Welcome, thank you for being here. My name's Sahara, and today we're just going to do a short and sweet practice in honour of Time to Talk Day. So, we're going to think about the throat chakra, we're going to think about opening our hearts, and we're going to vocalise a little bit. So, before we get there, I kind of want you to prepare yourself for that, because sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. You know, there's other people in the house and you feel like, they might think I'm a bit weird. But you know what? You're serving yourself right now, and you deserve that. And I think Time to Talk Day, that's exactly what it's about. Knowing that your voice matters, and your thoughts and your opinions are valid, and you deserve to be heard. So, grab blocks, blankets, you can grab a bolster if you like. We're going to do a supported fish at some point, so that's, if you're not aware, we'll be laying on our backs, and we'll just be propping ourselves so that we can open our heart and our throat. So, without further ado, let's get going. You can begin seated, or you can begin lying on your back, whichever one feels best for you. And I want you to bring one hand to your heart, and if it's comfortable, bring the other hand to your throat. Then we're just going to ground here in this moment, landing on the mat, thanking ourselves for showing up. That's the hardest part, getting here. Slow the breath. Notice the breath. And if you'd like to utilize Ujjayi here, which is the ocean sound breath, you're just restricting the back of the throat as you slowly inhale and exhale with your mouth closed, like you're fogging up a mirror. And I'll say welcome again, because you have landed. Now, this is when we're going to vocalize. The vagus nerve runs right by our vocal cords, so as we speak or as we hum, it massages our nervous system. So I am inviting you to join me in a bee breath, a variation of the bee breath, whichever one feels comfortable for you. And that is just humming, sounding like a bee, vibrating the back of the throat. You can do this as loud or as quiet as you like. And again, if it's comfortable for you, you can choose to cover your eyes. You can choose to cover your ears. Just taking some senses away so that you can really focus on that vibration. I may need to keep my hands on the dog. We're going to do a big inhale, and then as you exhale, begin the hum. Really empty it out. Really give that a massage, the vagus nerve. One more for good luck. And when you've done, just return to the breath, keeping it slow. And then we're just going to think about this whole area around the throat and the neck. And you might notice, as I'm speaking, that you can hear the vibration at the back of my throat. Notice throughout the day when you're vibrating the back of your throat. Just let the jaw be loose, let it hang. And then move the jaw from side to side. Preparing for the things that you might want to say. For time to talk day. And wouldn't it be great if it's not just time to talk day? What if today is the beginning of you being able to vocalize some things that you might have kept in? And then we're just going to do, not neck rolls. I want you to bring your right ear over your right shoulder. And as you breathe in, imagine expansion down the left side, creating space. Releasing tension. Find the comfortable place. You might need to move a little bit to find what feels good for you. When you find it, stay there and continue to breathe into the left side of your neck. One more. And return to center. Notice if the left and right side feel any different. And then take the left ear over the left shoulder. Find your comfortable position and then breathe into the right side of your neck. Keeping the jaw loose too. Releasing the tension that builds here. Particularly when we stifle ourselves. When we censor ourselves. And then return to center again. Now we're going to move into our supported fist position. Fist. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly how you need to do this. I don't know what props you've got. You can just choose to roll up a blanket. Apparently I can't, which you can lay down the middle of the mat, and that goes in between your shoulders. Oh, I can use it. Oh, thank you. Quick demo. Or you can also use blocks. You can use them on whatever height feels comfortable for you in your anatomy. There is no right or wrong way here. Or you could use a bolster. With the blocks, you can have a little T shape. I didn't let her have the blanket and now I'm not even using it. And we're just going to settle in here. And we're going to breathe. We're going to utilise our breath to make space, to open our heart. And you can keep your arms by your sides, or you can move them into a T shape, like goalpost arms. You can take them straight out to the sides if you like. And you might want to move them around a little bit, have a little wiggle, see what feels comfortable. And make sure your throat is open. And just throughout the rest of this practice, I want you to keep in mind, and you may repeat to yourself if you wish, my voice matters. It deserves to be heard. My voice matters even in silence. We're going to stay here for about another minute. Don't feel like you have to stay dead still. It's all about your comfort. Focus on what you need. Your voice matters. Even in silence. You might hear my belly gurgling, and you might hear your own gurgling. This is a good sign. This is a sign that our nervous system is in a rest and digest phase. And if it's in rest and digest, it is not in fight or flight. This is good news. You're caring for your nervous system. You've shown up for yourself today. When you're ready to come out of the pose, gently return yourself to a fetal position. So we're going from this really open and exposed position into a much more protected one. Slowly return to a comfortable seat. No rushing. Have a little stretch if you need to. And we're just going to take a forward fold. Your knees can be as bent as you like. Take a little bit of extension with the spine, reaching up, and then fold in. We're not looking to get in any kind of position that looks any particular way. Well done for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for taking this time to just slow down a minute. We often just don't allow ourselves to slow down a minute and to be in the moment. And when you're ready, you can roll yourself back up. And we're just going to take some twists, some gentle seated twists, no pushing or forcing. So you can return to a cross-legged position. Inhale, find the extension in the spine, and exhale. Twist either side, using the hand that's behind you, like a tripod. Again, no pushing. Pushing? That's pushing and forcing. None of that. Stretch up through the neck. Continue to create space for your voice. And then return to center. Take any movements that you like before moving to the other side. No forcing or pushing or pushing. Extend the throat, make space. And then return to center again. Remember that your voice matters. And if there are things that need to be said that you've been avoiding, maybe just ask yourself why. What's the worst that can happen if you're being true to yourself? You know, it might just need a little bit of consideration about how you phrase what you want to say. But whatever you want to say should be said. Bring your hands to heart center together. Take one big inhale. Exhale. One more. Sigh it out on the way out. Blow it all away. And if you'd like a journal prompt for today, let's go with, is there a truth that I have been whispering to myself that I am ready to speak out loud? Can you share one small, safe boundary this week? Can you communicate that and honour your own needs? And if you'd like to share any insights, please do comment. I would love to know whatever you've got to say, because it's time to talk. Thank you so much for joining me. When I say it is an honour to spend this time with you, that that is truly, truly what I mean. I love spending this time with you, and I love that you are joining me in this space that I hope feels safe. So until next time, the light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.